Hey, what's up, everyone? So, I want to share a little bit about high level and why anyone looking at a CRM should consider it. And I'm going to promise to make it as quick as I can. This is an overview video, but I do want you guys to know why this is such a powerful tool. For one, my team and myself have been now invested for 3.5 years working with this from the beginning. It started out as a marketing tool. I believe like a lot of like those CRMs that are out there, like Salesforce or HubSpot, it's designed for someone like us, like an agency who's going to build it and customize it for you. I don't think it's a direct to consumer, although you can get a direct to consumer. We have a link below. You can get it direct to you, but we've built our white label version. The reason they offer white label version is just that reason. People like us can reconfigure it for your industry and give it to you. The idea with the tool, I want to real quickly touch on it. I'm going to go through a lot of these softwares with you guys, but mainly I want you to think about a front door, a receptionist table. So if you run a radio ad, a TV ad, a billboard ad, et cetera, and people are responding, and this happens to us all the time. Somebody responds to a Google Doc, somebody goes to our email, somebody goes to a text message, somebody you have to log in and see it. You're in 30 places. The number one thing that I think is the most important feature of high level in Bums.AI is it brings everything centralized, brings it in one place. So what you're able to do is you're able to integrate your Facebook, if you have WhatsApp, your text messaging, your phone line, your various other platforms, right? Your messengers, your YouTube, et cetera, into one place. You're able to bring in your funnels. You're able to bring in your other things like jot forms, the forms that you fill out, right? Now, again, you're using their version of it, and we'll get into that. You're able to make your pipeline work together, your email marketing, your CRM functions, right? Your call reel, your scheduling functions, even your invoicing can all be brought into one place. And what's not there, they've created a very cool open API that allows people to actually make it work. Now, if you look at their website, it's going to speak a lot about capturing websites, nurturing leads. Look, I'm going to tell you in 3 words what it does. Sales, right? It helps you sell. It reduces cost. It creates automation. It uses logic. I'm a logical guy. I do a lot of programming. I use Zapier. I use other automations of Make and this and that. I've done custom programming, and I could tell you this software blew my mind for what it's capable of. That said, it also confused me because there's so much that it does. It's hard to focus and stay focused and put it to use. That's what we've done over the last 3.5 years is figure out what's good for you and whatever to do from there. Now, before I get into so much about that, I want to talk about the development of the tool. So you guys are probably used to using like JobNimbus, for example, who I work great with. I have assistants that work inside of JobNimbus for a lot of companies, and they do great. It's a good software. It doesn't allow two-way texting really. It doesn't have a high level of automation. Just today, one of the girls at the office was moving lost leads to a status, and there's no drip. Like I can't drip those lost leads. Like for me, lost leads are money. If you drip market them intelligently, they had 168 lost leads. I guarantee there's 20, 30 jobs in there, but who's going to do the work? Not me, because I have JobNimbus, right? So I'm not against the software. I just think that it's a little bit not brought up to date. If they spend as much time on their website bringing their software up to date and their mobile app up to date, I think it would be great. But you're going to notice things that just they don't have the ability to compete with something as large as high level. It's a bigger company than them, just like a Salesforce or HubSpot. That's just hard to compete. And with the modern technologies that shot through in November of 2 years ago with Open API, ChatGPT, now even all the way to DeepSeek, there's so much coming out that these softwares, if they can't keep up with it, you have to understand you're going to get left behind. If you're not using voice AI, if you're not using two-way text, if you're not using AI intelligence chatbots, you're already 10 years behind. And you have a chance to get 10 years ahead, but you got to think about it. You take Leap, who bought out Job Progress. To what effect? I haven't seen a lot of advancement, and I'm not against them. I like the guys there. I don't have an issue with them, but like this software, it looks clean, but if you ever try to setting it up is impossible. And then if you ever try to get out of it, you're stuck with contracts forever. And that's ridiculous. And that opening of information isn't there, but they do have some very cool things. AccuLynx, you're talking about the golden handcuffs here. Literally, you can't get out. You can't stay because you got to keep paying for every add-on that you do. You can't add on based on individual. You got to add on based on your 30 salesmen. The pricing is illogical. I think it has a place. I think it's a good software. Actually, if I was running just a straight insurance company software, it's decent software. But I feel like there's better options out there. But if I had one minutia of change, I want to be retail. I want to have different location. I want to sell windows. This software falls apart. It's just not for you. So where's your level of growth as you invest into this? And where's the return? Are you seeing that kind of development happen at that pace? Did they just finally open up like a little bit of what they call open API? But it's really not. But this is what's finally happened. 7, 8 years ago, I fought them to be able to enter a lead in for a customer of mine. And I got them to open up the API for leads. I was the very first person to enter leads from non-AccuLynx system under my call center company. And that took pulling tooth and nail. I don't have it in me to fight them to get everything else done. Rooflink, good software, good concept. I like it. If you ever get into it, it's a little basic. You could tell some guys got together, put this thing together, and they had a great idea and probably good, intelligent guys. They just never could see it through the finish line because whatever you charge per user, this is not something that you're going to get off to the races to that level that quick. And I think they have a good concept. I do. I think there's a lot of good things to learn from them. I just feel it's not going to have the support you want as your growing company. They're not going to be able to spend that money. As soon as ChatGPT comes out, they can't throw 100 developers on it to start figuring out how to use it versus like HighLevel. They have right here. This is like their change log just today. Look at, these are just changes that they made today, 18th, 17th. Look, they're making changes every single day and they're making additions because they're listening and they're improving and they're improving. And it's not perfect. I tell you, there's some stuff that I can ask for more from them, but I see the progress and I love progress. If you're part of progress, you're also going to grow. If they're growing and you're growing, winning combo, right? Look at the release radar they have. Literally, this is a YouTube station dedicated to releases. And what it's doing is it's showing you where these guys for 30 minutes have talked about just 1 week of updates. These guys for 30 minutes have just talked about 1 week of updates for 30 minutes, just 1 week of updates. They're sharing updates that happen. And this is nonstop. And if you Google HighLevel, you're going to find so much information. And again, this is my double-edged sword thing where it's a great software. It works good. But if you're not going to use a version like ours, Bums.AI, and you're going to try to do it on your own, you're going to have a battle. And I'm not deterring anyone. We're going to actually share a lot of videos. You can do it for those DFI guys. But I'm going to show you how your logic would be better off, even if you are a DFI guy, to use our system and build on it and have our knowledge and build on top of that, right? It's going to be even better for you. So Bums.AI is our version. It is based on HighLevel. There's no secret there. We've never hidden it. It is definitely different layers in there that perhaps could not be available. We're working on little things like, for example, let me see if I can go to, I'm going to go to an opportunity here real quick and I'm just going to hit on something. So you can see like our dashboards look a little different. We have little features that actually make things a little different. But if I go in here and I want to click on somebody, I can go in and I can see that I have my flat roof calculator where I can actually calculate my flat roof. I'm looking at different things. These are things that are not in HighLevel. These are Bums.AI exclusive. There's my pitch calculator, right? There's my, I don't want to show you anyone else's stuff, but there's my details where I can go into someone's, what would you call it? Their company cam, and I can look at even more information. We have our pipelines, as you guys can see here. We have different pipelines that we've set up. We have where the reviews are automated. We have where we can accept payments. We have for email campaigns. We have capture pages. So let me show you. Here's a website that was built on HighLevel. This is one of our clients, Lightning Shares. You can see here, this site ranks very well, scores well. Actually, this year it's set for an improvement. As we learn, we always go backwards and we always help our guys out and do more. Here's a public adjuster site that we had built. A lot of these, when you go in there, if you're talking to the chatbot, it's talking to the CRM. If you're booking, it's booking it over there. We have even our cookie site, which is something that we have, Cookie Spy. This is where if people visit your website, it's grabbing the people, the visitors. These are the window lookers, right? They're looking through the window. They're not sure if they're going to buy, but if you get a little bit of information, you could probably market to them and drip market to them. This is where companies spend thousands of dollars a year just to get a name and address, phone number. And we're giving it to you for $97 for this part. And it's an add-on with our Bums.AI, but it basically will discover people. But this site, just so you know, this site is built on, and what you're able to do with the site is track who's coming where. So you can see who's looking at your web page, where are they coming from, and you could get information on them and you could retarget them because you can look at this person and you could see what it is. Well, I'm logged out, but you can see what it is that they're looking at and you can actually go ahead and target them. So when you go back to HighLevel, what you're going to see is it's a very complete package of a host of things. They're reinvesting their money. They have a mobile app that works. Everything that 2 years ago, I was like, I wish they, so for example, I used to say, I wish they built like a DocuSign. They've done it. I wish they would have AI receptionists. They have it. I wish they would have transcriptions. They have it. I wish they would have their own Zapier, and they have it. So a lot of things are working on, and I think it's a huge value for you guys when you're looking at investing in a software and you're considering what to do, because you get into some of these higher dollar ones, like you go into HubSpot, and that's a great software, but it's free. Yeah. Hey, I'm going to pay my consultant thousands of dollars up front. Then I have no clue how to maintain it because I don't. And then I need to spend thousands of dollars a year to maintain my memberships once I actually start using it to open up any functions whatsoever. So this is just something that, yeah, they have AI. Great. You're going to pay a fortune for it. And all these little tabs, these are nothing more than more money, right? If you want these features, pay more money. That's how it works. Or do a workaround and build Google Sheets and build a little form and build this and build that. And you know what? It's a hack job. It's not really going to get you what you want. You go to Pipedrive. I used this software myself back in the day, and it's one of my favorites, to be honest. I like how simple it was because the Kanban thing, which you can create again, as we saw over here, we can create the Kanbans and we can drag and drop and all that fun stuff, right? So you're able to get a lot of those features. Really, I think this is a good software. I'm not going to say anything much negative about it other than the pricing. You have layers, and like a lot of these softwares, like AccuLynx, if you want to have one feature for one person and you have 10 members, you got to buy for 10 people and your bill just goes through the roof. So not a fan of that. I think they do create it a little bit better than that, but they do have, it's a decent software. At the end of the day, I like it. I just think it's still behind the times. Salesforce, you can build amazing stuff with this, and that's great, but you're going to need to hire a professional. You're going to need to keep them on as a consultant. You're going to need to work with them day and night to get what you want. And by the time you do it, ChatGPT announces a new version and you need to go back and start over and start paying thousands of more dollars versus with something like HighLevel, you have hundreds of programmers. I think they're at like, I forget, like 200 some odd programmers that they're working with that are continuously working on stuff. And you're literally getting that resource. And there's not one of these companies in our industry that can say they have that. I know how people like to, like the call center days. I remember I used to show that we had 100 callers sitting in my office. But a lot of guys like to do that. Oh, we have 500 callers, but there's never a picture other than like a room with 4 people and 3 empty seats. You know what I mean? So same thing. It's not there. Lock-ins, lack of technology, lack of development, lack of support. I like Proline. I don't know if I talked about it much, but I actually like it. I think they're onto the right concept. But what they're trying to do with all these little features and building it out in bubble, again, they're going to lose that support because you're talking about a limited number of finances, a limited number of people, but trying to build something to do what this software already does at a better and higher level. The only thing is understanding it. And that's where Bums.AI comes in, and you're able to use our team to help you go through it. Now, this website's preliminary. It's not even up yet, but I just want to share that with you. Pretty cool site, actually. Put it together. Looks neat. I like it. This is also put together in Bums.AI. Not to say you have to move your WordPress site here or not, but there are reasons you might want to, you might not want to. So this is a beta site, just so you guys know. If you see something on here, don't worry. Those are real people in my office. That's part of the real team. And even these coloring the tags so you get value to them and know what to do with them, creating automations behind them. So if I go into my automations and I go into what we create, and we do the work for you guys in this, right? So somebody visits your website and what do we want to do? So in 20 minutes, I want to notify them. I want to wait 20 minutes and I want to create an opportunity. I want to send out this email to them, right? And then day 3, day 4, day 7, day 10, I want to keep drip marketing to them. I even want to send them an SMS asking about if they were interested in speaking to us. Speed to lead, guys. Speed to lead is huge. You can manipulate speed to lead. Look at this. This is I want you to think about your assistant right now. And I want you to think, I have an assistant in the office. Is she waiting exactly 3 days to send out 2 people an email and waiting 3 more days to send out 80 people an email and waiting 3 more days to send out 6% an email? Is she have this on her calendar? My guess is she doesn't. And it's because this is what automation is for. So I do want you guys to understand another thing real quick. I'll get into this as I do my trainings in the course, but automations versus AI. This is automation. This is logic. If this, then that. There's not a lot of thinking aloud. It's basically every third day it's going to do this. It has a couple statements, right? Couple things to conditions to make sure. AI is going to have a lot more layer, but with this, you get the best of both worlds. Excuse me. Just a host of things like having your calendar set up, having your production set up, having your intake forms done the right way, even having communities. You can build membership areas and you can actually have where you are training people, that's in there. So training your staff, imagine training your salespeople, imagine training your receptionist, imagine training whoever it might be. The dashboards are customizable where you can make them relevant to you. So if this doesn't make sense to you, maybe this board is more regarding what you need it to be about. And then training manuals to actually sit here and we do a lot of this, like how to use the different things, like how to actually use different things we're putting in training. So we're explaining how to do stuff. It's just more and more for you guys. As you follow the page or you look through us, you're going to see as our website goes live again for this new one, you're going to see where we'll have the offer for Bums.AI where you can purchase HighLevel directly natively if you want through us. And that's great. We make a few bucks off that and we can help you with this shows us support. We'll support you by keeping our secrets live. But with Bums.AI, there's things that you just can't do inside of HighLevel, like even just auto save, auto populate the address. There's just so many features that I've added through using my programmers that blow away even HighLevel. But the beauty there is you have us adding layers that know your industry and you have this huge support system. It's the best of both worlds, right? It's where we come together. And if we were to disappear tomorrow, being a smaller company, you can transfer your account with one simple form to HighLevel and you can maintain what's been built. You don't take a loss. So that's another advantage for people to know about and understand because nobody wants to be going away. But I hope to win the lottery. And if I do, I'm going to be honest, I probably won't do this. Maybe for fun for one or two of you guys and really blow it away. But for everybody else, I don't think you'll be able to afford me at that point. There's that. But as we're building this stuff, you're going to see we're building more and more features. We release features that HighLevel does, and we release features beyond that, like making a company cam integration, making a integration with those logical forms for estimates, doing inventory forms, doing tracking forms. There's things that we've done that they're not part of the standard deal. And HighLevel's awesome. We're super happy that they've allowed us to build on top of their stuff. For the roofing industry, if you're not using Bums.AI, you're really missing out. My team of claims management runs stuff in here. My team of assistants runs communications and tasks are here. My team of marketing that does websites and web pages, like I was showing you here, like some of these pages that we've built and these landing pages, capture pages, all these other things that we have. These are built in a HighLevel. We have teams that do this stuff and it's something that we're able to offer you to make it even greater for you. So my thing to you is going to be look to our system. What you're going to see is pricing. We're going to be far better than anybody where if you max the hell out of our price, you're going to spend $400 a month, unlimited users, right? You're going to have tons of features and whatever. I think it's $497 if you max everything out, just so you know, that's going to be adding the cookie feature. This will be adding a bunch of other stuff. You can start at $97 a month, unlimited users. You grow with us. We hope that you use more features and we know you will because our growth is in your growth and your growth is in our growth. And we work together. You're going to have high technology, high fast customer service between the combination of them. They have their customer service and our customer service. You're going to have where features are not released without your knowing. You're going to have a team looking at how to best use a new feature. Okay, great. You send a feature, but how do I use it? You're going to have automated reviews and referral sequences, landing pages for hiring, for hail damage, for the roof, ice dam removal, the instant quote page, et cetera, et cetera. So every time we're thinking about stuff, we're adding it for you guys. And I'm going to be sharing quite a bit about it in the near future. Here's just, I was preparing a little article just based off what me and GPT here were talking about, but fully automated lead nurturing, AI powered. Imagine voice going out, imagine text going out, booking stuff. I can show you a company that booked 52 appointments in 1 week. That's my record so far. One centralized platform, no more juggle it around. Let's make it easy. Let's lower your subscriptions. Two ways to make money, right? Increase efficiency or decrease cost. This is one of those things where we're going to do both. advanced websites and funnel tracking. You can track websites. You can see all sorts of data. Automated missed call text back. You spend thousands of dollars to be number one and you don't answer your phone. But remember how you're number one. What you're doing is you're creating an itch. You're making someone think, I need this. But then when they call, the itch doesn't get scratched. So they go down to the next person to scratch the itch, which means your marketing dollars, thank you for getting the message out. But number two on the list is taking more advantage by having missed call text backs, by having AI receptionists, by having live call connect features. These things will help you generate more sales. And that's where I think if I'm going to rank where these guys are, some of these softwares are better in production or integrate with ABC or have some little feature for that's actually better. But I'm going to tell you when it comes to converting sales, you're not going to find anything better than the software. Estimates and proposals, I think they're getting there. They're almost there. We built like some add-ons, e-signature, they have it. So no more DocuSign, no more PandaDocs, no more things like that. AI driven reviews. So everybody's up and roar about Google removing reviews. The reviews that got removed less were the ones that had communication. What if you could automate a response to a review that looks intelligent, that looks like it came from you, that engages them, that creates more attention around a good review, not like the bad review that we're always fighting, but the good reviews, right? How can we ask people for reviews automatically? How can we ask for referrals automatically? The system will do that for you. It's pretty amazing. Multi-channel. How can I bring everything in? I get a text, I get an email, I get a call, I get social media. My salespeople use their own cell phone number. And when they leave, they take their phone with them. And sometimes they take your job with them. How can I control that? You can. It's easy. It's $1.15, I think it is, for a phone line for each person per month. So for $15 a year, you literally can have control over that number, the text messaging, the phone calls. You can record every call. You can transcribe every call. It's amazing what you can do and control your business. Instant AI generated reports and business insights. I haven't played with this too much, to be honest, but there is a lot of good reports and there's a lot of different things over there, which does help you. Automated re-engagement for old leads. It says automated. It is once you set it up. If you don't set it up, it's not automated. That's where we come in. We help you set it up, make it work. Seamless payment processing. You want to finance deductibles? Do you want to create finance plans? Do you want to integrate it with some other finance company? We can set that up for you. And all these things work. So keep an eye out for Bums.AI. And also now hopefully you have a better idea of why considering HighLevel over some of these competitors might be a better idea for you. If you're looking for advancement, if you're looking for technology to replace people, if you're looking to actually automate your back office a bit, and look, I'm a back office person, you guys know this, but if you're looking to automate and streamline it, make it efficient, this does not eliminate roles. If you think about it, it eliminates useless roles, but solidifies the concrete roles. So your entourage will be the ones benefiting. You won't need extra players just because you need them, just because you need a body to push a button. It goes away with this. Hopefully that was informative. I'd love to get some feedback. I'm starting the channel again. Be sure to subscribe. I'm going to be starting to put out a build for roofing and I will build it live and try to edit it to make it a little easier on your ears. And we'll go from there. So hopefully that was informative, guys. Take a look at HighLevel. You're going to have your links below. And I hope to see you guys join the Bums AI movement as we start. Thanks.